Yeah. So first off, as we've discussed on the pod and in our papers, in our blogs, and on social media, there are many different ways to do security. Okay. First of all, you have the argument of perimeter, which is dead because we know people can get in, and then there's the how do you get them out once they're in, and then if they screw with your data, how do you get that data back with ransomware? We companies like Cohesity specialize in that. But then you have different layers of securing things at L0, L1. There's different methods. So Infoblox is the leader in DDI service, and DDI is short for the integration of DNS, DHCP, and what's called IPAM into a unified service. It used to be during the good old days that each company would do this on their own. Now the challenge with doing DDI yourself is that it takes a bunch of time. The least automated area is security out there, right? Compute, storage, data, check, and then you've got to wait, a month to get your networking in order. It's because we're still using CLI, and there's not a lot there. So, with that said, Infoblox, with its new CEO that I had a chat with, Scott Harrell, he used to work at Cisco. The company is really leaning into extending the networking part to security, and it totally makes sense. So the company introduced, well, first of all, we're about to go into RSA, and they're getting a jump on the news. But what they're making the case is that DNS and DHCP and elements like Microsoft Active Directory are very insecure. And the proof point on that is that how vulnerable DNS services are to DDoS attacks that we see all the time. So what Infoblox has brought out this week in right ahead of RSA is lookalike domain monitoring, which helps you with perimeter security, so somebody's not trying to spoof your DNS. So it's really as simple that the company also brought out kind of in a classic thought leadership way its new security white paper. And apparently I saw some breaking news that they also have found some huge exploits related to Trojan horses. So very interesting company that started off as a DDI service provider, which, by the way, billions of these go through the company on a daily basis, but they're headed into security. And this is an overall theme that, Daniel, we've seen before, which is networking companies that are leaning into security, and we see security companies that are leaning into networking. So this makes total sense.
Yeah, Pat, I didn't have a chance to get too close to it, but I have been watching with a lot of interest Infoblox, come up under the radar consistently with the growth of demand around security. You heard my comments with IBM. It's becoming more and more critical. Right now, companies have two lines that they need to be spending on, beyond cloud. Cloud's a well understood operating model, but it's AI, and not just generative, but really AI as a whole, to automate, to help maximize utilization of data, streamline. And by the way, AI is a huge opportunity for security. And the other is security. Right now, things like ransomware, cybersecurity attacks, intrusions are on the rise. You can bet AI is going to be used to create it. So finding companies and technologies that are being the most innovative and creative and capable to help you secure your business from edge to cloud is critical. So I'm interested in continuing to watch the Infoblox story, Pat. Look forward to getting briefed on them soon.